Hello parents and students. So if you are the parent of the child, quickly press 1. And if you are the child, so you can press 2. And I have a go throughout this session. Well sir, how are you?
Yes, I'm doing great, ma'am. What about you?
Sir, I'm also doing great. And do you know sir, there is something best part of the year right now?
This time you're talking about,
Yes.
well, what's so special? I mean, it's pretty hot outside. I don't see anything good about
Sir,
this.
actually this is the summer season, the summer vacation for the students.
Okay. Now I understood you because that was the time we used to wait for. During the entire year in our childhood,
yes.
this was the fun time. This was the time when we could play without any restrictions. What
Yes,
about
yes.
you? How did you, go through this part of time?
Well, sir, I used to go to my grandmother's place and we used to have a lot of fun with our cousins. And
Right.
along with this, I've also observed that like my friends, few of them used to study a lot during this time. They used to cover
Right.
the syllabus quite ahead. What about this?
True. I mean, yeah, I've seen that, and even I was surprised, and I'm like, this is the time when the schools are off. This is the
Yes.
fun time.
Yeah.
The time to study. But some people, even some of my friends used to study during this time, and I was always wondering what they're doing. But one thing, ma'am, I observed about all these students was they used to be, the topper of the class, and
True
only
that.
these
I
students
can
used to
relate
do
it.
this.
Yes,
They used to kind of like utilizing this time. So, have you also come across such friends of yours?
Yes, I have come across, and also I would like to take my example, my sibling example. So we used to study during that time,
Okay.
but there is a lack that I have observed if I compare it right now. So during that time, we were not having that kind of attention from our teachers. So if
Right.
I'm like, I want to ask something from my teacher and there is no response because the schools are closed and I don't have any kind of support.
Right.
So that was the major issue. I used
True.
to
I
face.
mean, first challenge was to, come into this mindset that during this fun time also I could learn something. That was the first major challenge.
yeah.
And if you are able to overcome that, then the second challenge was that there is nobody to help you out. The schools are closed, the teachers are not reachable, everybody is on vacation mode. So nobody is there to help you out. That was the major challenge.
Yes.
So, ma'am, is there any solution in modern time for this?
So if you see right now, the technology has been a gift to us.
True.
And here, let me tell you, all the parents and the student that ODA class with this great technology had got 1 week booster course. And here you have got the chance to get this course just for 1 week to have an enhancement in your learning.
That's an amazing news. I mean, this is the thing which I think every parent and every student must be looking for. They are looking for something, to utilize their summertime. They don't want to waste this crucial time. So, ma'am, can you elaborate further about this booster course, what it has to offer?
So this is 1 week course and this is not going to hamper their fun time because
Yes.
here this booster course has got the fun learning. So you are learning by doing your learning, having the fun in the session. And here we have got this session from the special teachers. So do you know that we are having the teachers from IIT, NIT who is having this kind of session, and there they are giving us a lot to know about this entire situation surrounding, and we are having the real time learning. Don't you think?
Absolutely, ma'am. Here there are two great things that I've heard. The first one, which I was really concerned, that do we end up, spoiling the fun time of the students'
Not
vacation?
at all.
So,
Not at
yes,
all.
absolutely. I mean, you said that you just kept it for 1 week. That's perfect. Just in 1 week, the crisp and fine learning, the deep learning they'll be able to get. Secondly, how will that be possible to achieve? So you are very well said that all the teachers are really expert. They are from prestigious institutes like IITs, NITs, and when you have teachers like that,
Yes.
then deep learning is absolutely there on the table.
Yes. And sir, here the original price of this course is 499.
Okay.
Yes.
But what do you think, ma'am? Can we also do something in this? I mean, isn't 499? I understand you're giving the best teachers out there. You're giving the best package over here.
Yes.
Can we do something on this
Okay,
price?
since we have got this course for the student and that too in the summertime, so here, won't you think like 399?
399. What about 299?
Can we bring it to 199?
Or how about 99?
Can we bring it to
Just
29
29
rupees? So here just at 29 rupees, parents and students, we have got this 1 week booster course where your child is going to have the enhancement in the learning with the respective teachers from the IIT and the NITs.
I mean, this is really surprising, ma'am.
good.
I mean, this is the prize that
Yeah.
I'm seeing for the first time. Now, I have, ma'am, few questions like every parent over here must
Definitely.
be having. So, like, this is a 1 week course. What all subjects will be covering? Can you elaborate something about the timetable and all?
Correct.
Yeah.
So here we are going to have this learning from the best teachers, and here all the students are gonna get total number of 6 sessions, where there will be 3 math session and 3 science session, and there is one surprise also, sir.
What is that?
That is going to be the super English session by the English expert.
That is so much required.
Yes.
The English, we used to actually, underestimate English, and it always troubles us.
So this is the point where the child can have the enhancement, and let me tell you that these all classes are going to be in real time.
Okay,
That is
great.
from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Isn't it that fantastic?
That's great. So that means as a student, I'll be able to interact.
Yes,
that will be the
yes.
best part about
Correct.
it. And we were also discussing, ma'am, about how these classes are going to be fun. It will not be like a burden.
Yes.
So how are you going to ensure that it will be learned by fun?
So there is going to be lot of tips and tricks that will be shared with you along with the in-depth learning. And how is that possible? Because be it your chemistry. So see, you're
Yes.
from physics, right?
Yes, yes.
So what are the technological apparatus that you will be bringing towards the student, how they can learn it?
Yes, so that is the best part, ma'am. During our time when we were also studying physics, the major challenge was, we had all the definitions, we had the formulas, we used to solve the numerical, but we never knew where to apply this
Correct.
in real life. Or even if something I've learned some
Yes.
law of physics, I never knew that this law is used in something that I'm seeing in front of my eyes. What is the reason behind this rainbow? It is something that I've learned in my light chapter, but I never knew it. So over here, when we teach, all our teachers ensure that first thing is application of what you're learning. You have to feel what you're learning. It should not be just like, bookish definition and you have no idea where it is being applied.
So this has to be experimental based learning and application based learning. Suppose you are seeing the rainbow being formed, but how is that possible? You see the birds flying, but how do they fly?
True.
So these kind of question pops up in the mind of the child. But do they have the proper answer for that?
No. They don't get such answers. I mean, all, even their exams are concerned with is that you just write the definition. You just solve the numerical. Even the exams are just asking that. So nobody is motivated to learn in this way. But at ODA classes, we ensure that learning should be, fun, and it should be with the real life example around you. If somebody comes up to you and you're like, whatever you've learned, where you're using it in your real life, the student should be able to answer that. He should not be blank that, no, I just learned it for exam. That's not the kind of answer we are looking for.
Correct. So here, entire teacher comes up with that spirit that the student should have that intriguing knowledge, that they should be interested towards the study. And this is not going to stop, because we at ODA Class have brought the 1 week booster program. Here, as I have said, here you are going to get 6 days classes, 3 of maths, 3 of science, and in-depth learning. Could you highlight that what are the topics, in what way they are going to learn maths?
For maths, there's always students who want some type of short tricks and all. And
that is
maths is
absolutely
always very tricky. And some sort of short tricks actually, help them in during their future grades also.
Competitive examination?
Yes. I mean, things like Vedic math you have heard about. I had some of my friends, they used to calculate multiplication of, 3-digit numbers multiplied, and they used to answer in seconds. And since I was not aware of those methods, I used to always wonder, what is this? This is magic. But no, here actually we'll teach those short tricks. Even your kid, will be able to do those things in seconds.
Yes. So I'd like to ask all the parents that here, how many of you believe that this kind of course is really important for your child without hampering their fun learning? Here we are initiating this kind of course where they can have that kind of interest in the study.
True, true, true. Absolutely. And there is one more thing, ma'am, I've seen. Even if we teach all the things in the class, if student is just listening, he has nothing to summarize in a concise way to put it on a paper or in some sort of kind of summary if he's not getting, they used to forget. I mean, 1 week he's learning, maybe next week, 2 weeks later, he'll forget. So have you done anything to ensure that they remember whatever they've learned?
Definitely, sir. Here we have a proper planning for each and every classes. Each and every session will be followed up with homework, and we are also going to evaluate that how well they have performed in the class, how well they have had the learning of that concept, and for that we are having one examination also.
Oh, that's really great. Because that is when we actually achieve the objective of the learning. If you're just listening and not remembering after 5 days, there's no use of it, right? So that's a really nice thing that you have pointed out. Any other highlight, ma'am, that you would like to point out
here? So as you have said that listening is very important. So there is a difference between listening and active listening.
Right, true.
It doesn't. So when we interact in the real time, so whenever they listen something, right? Here we bring the visualization, conceptual learning, where they visualize, and at the same moment, we intend them to respond through the chat boxes.
True, true. I mean,
through the video mic.
Yes, that's very important point, ma'am, you've said. I mean, most of the places I have seen is just one-way teaching. Just teacher is teaching, and student listens for first 5 minutes, 10 minutes. They tend to get bored. Their attention span. Nowadays, attention span is very less. For students and almost even for adults also. We can't watch anything for so long unless we are involved in that particular thing. So that's really important. In our every class, we ensure that we are constantly engaging students with questions, and they have to answer to it.
Yes. So here we have interesting, innovative, along with the interactive session. Be it your physics, chemistry, biology, along with maths, which used to be a phobia for the kids.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I mean, if you will going to make these subjects fun, what as a parent anybody needs? That is what they want. Their child is not, feeling interested towards learning, but they still want him to learn. And forcing is not the right method.
No, not
the right method is to create the interest of the students.
Yes. Correct. So developing that kind of interest, and how is that possible?
Yes. So ma'am, as we pointed out, it all depends on the type of teacher. No subject is good or bad. Same subject, if one teacher is teaching, he can make it as a nightmare. While the other teacher is teaching, because of his unique teaching methodology, the fun way, the visualization, showing the concepts in front of their eyes, students start enjoying it. That this is the thing I learned in the physics class. Hey, mommy, do you know that how this is happening?
True.
Yeah.
And sir, suppose if I answer all the questions in your class, right?
Yeah.
So I need a award also.
That's really important. I mean, rewarding is very much required. Otherwise, we don't respect the effort that we have put in. So is there anything for the reward system?
Yes. So in every session, if the child is learning, definitely they will be asked a question, and if they are answering the question properly, we do have the reward, and that too in the form of the ODA coins.
That's really amazing. ODA coins. So what do they do?
Yes. So with the help of the ODA coins, there is going to be deposited into the ODA Mall in the ODA app itself, and ODA Mall has got many of the key things, right? You can guess that what are they going to be in the ODA Mall? So we are having the Christmas smart water bottle. We do have the MI band that they can offer, and that is going to help their in current scenario, right? They get dehydrated. So they will be having a smart water bottle, which is going to enhance their learning by hydrating them.
You know what, ma'am, after listening this, I'm just regretting why this was not available during my time. I mean, learning is being rewarded. That's what I always wanted. And that too with the fun things that I always wanted, like these fancy water bottles and whatnot. So if I'll be rewarded for that, I mean, I'll be more interested towards learning.
So even if you do the homework, right? If you're going to perform your homework, so we are definitely going to reward you. And there is the competition where it is being built.
That's really amazing. I mean, then students will be self-motivated towards, completing the work assigned by their teachers. and the interest that we've already developed. So all these things will definitely going to help them utilize their summer vacation. So what the biggest concern of the parents is that during school time they are already studying, but what about during these 3-4 days? Because you know, ma'am, now the competition is increasing day by day.
Yes.
You know, most of the parents are really concerned. They ensure that not even a single day of the child is wasted.
They don't have the idea
Yes,
that
yes.
how to ensure. They are
Yes,
craving
they
for
want
that.
it,
Yes,
but they don't know
how
method
to.
of it. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So this will be booster course. I'm telling to all the parents is the solution for the problem that you were looking for. That how to make utilization of this very important, crucial 2-3 months that my child has. So all you need to do is come for this booster course. And as I said, the price is very, very low. I mean, it's hardly nothing.
Originally, it is priced at 499.
499.
But right now, since we have revealed the price and we have got you at the discounted price, and that's going to be just 29 rupees. So here, you can just click on the link given below and get the course, because this duration is limited, this offer is limited. It is not going to get you tomorrow. Right at this moment, you have got the chance. So quickly click on the link and get this course right away and get the opportunity to get the classes from the great teachers of the country.
Yeah, that's very important point which ma'am has pointed out. See, we don't want, a lot of mass to be there in these courses. We want students who are highly dedicated towards the learning, because we don't want students who, disturb others.
No.
So we have kept seats very limited. We don't want, kind of mass public over here. So opportunity is right now. If you miss it later on, it is also possible that the seats are over. It's not available anymore. So there is no need to wait. I mean, this price is also not very high. We have kept the price also so low.
It's so less.
Yes.
So what do we get at this price?
Yes,
today?
of course. I mean, you just get a chips packet or a cold drink, equivalent to that. Here you are getting life-changing learning at this price.
So I would like to brief this. Here we are gonna get 6 sessions. That too, 6 here will be divided into maths and science. Along with this, we are having a super English session, which is going to enhance the child's curiosity towards spoken English classes. Now, if the classes are being conducted, definitely we need to evaluate it. And for that, we have homework. We do have the summary sheets from where they can have the one class learning, right? In one page only they will be getting all the learnings, and that will be the concise learning for them. And they're going to just review it, and then after we are going to also have the test. The other day they will be having the test where we are going to evaluate the learning, how much they have learned it.
That's very important, because just, if, as we already pointed out initially, just listening to the class is never useful. You need to, show what you have learned. And the test is the best platform, to get to know. And also, what happens in test, we are also able to apply what we have learned. It's not just test just for the sake of giving it. It actually ensures that you learn how to apply what you have actually studied.
So each and every question is well being planned from the board team, and here we ensure that each question has the inquiry, be it memorization. And now here we are suppressing the memorization because now it needs application, understanding, and this is very important right at this moment.
True, absolutely true. So again, to parents we will going to address that this is the solution that you were looking for. And as we already said, ma'am also pointed out, there are limited seats. We don't want, a lot of crowd here who is uninterested. Very interested and dedicated students will be there. Because this course, when they will be learning here, they will be motivated towards learning more and more and in-depth learning in their future grades also. And like that, only the career is built. Career is not built in a single day. It's an event, it's a process which takes multiple years. So every day is important, every week is important.
So do you know the example of, like, I have heard, so you have seen bamboo trees, right? So tall.
Yes.
So do you know some reality about that? What exactly, how much time does it take to, flourish in that way?
Okay, that will be really interesting.
Yes. So I would like to bring this to your notice that parents, it takes, when we plant the trees for the bamboo trees, now it takes almost 5 years to get planted, and it is not going to show up. So here, that kind of effort is needed. And just after a week,
Yes.
like after 10 days, it is going to shower like it is going to be such a long bamboo tree.
True,
so what is
true.
being intended to be here? So 5 years, it needs a proper support, that kind of support from the environment. And here it same goes for the kid.
True, that's very, very important. I mean, this is a very crucial time. Even parents understand this. You know, people tend to wait for 11th and 12th. During the last grades, we will become serious. You know,
Yes.
nobody becomes serious in a single day. No, this is the learning phase. This is like the backbone of your career. These crucial moments when your kid starts all the way from 6th grade, goes all the way to the 10th grade, these are very crucial moments. If you are not learning properly during this time, then no miracle can happen in a single day during your senior grades.
So I would like to bring one thing to each one of you, that it's just not that we are learning something. Here, when we are stuck, suppose if I'm having doubt at any point of time. So sir, I would like to tell you here at ODA class, we had the mentor-teacher support.
Oh, that's really great.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem because I also faced, like one thing was getting the concise notes. That was the first requirement.
So we had the summary sheets,
Yes, that's
worksheets.
absolutely you have solved. Now my second problem was nobody used to solve my doubt. I mean, I used to learn in the class, but there was nobody to, call back and have my doubt cleared. So what are you suggesting for that?
Here we have the personal teacher. So in
Okay.
this 1 week course, we have the master teachers, right? Who
Okay.
will be giving you the live interactive class.
Okay.
Along with this, we are having the personal teacher
All right.
who is going to give them the personalized learning. Suppose if a child is having a doubt, right? He's solving the question. But right now, he's just struggling to get these doubts resolved.
Right.
But what then?
Yes, that's the major problem. What will we going to do for that?
Yes. So they go for multiple sites and they don't get that kind of exact proper answer.
Right.
And now this is going to be a term for distraction, right?
Right.
They go for the distractive mode and they don't come back to the study.
True,
But
true.
here we have a dedicated platform wherein you get everything at the same platform. Be it your
Correct.
study time. So in the study time, you are getting the fun interactive learning from the great teachers. Along with this, when you are in trouble, that you are unable to solve the questions, right? At that moment, you will be supported by the personal mentor teachers.
I mean, that's really interesting what you're saying because I've never heard about this, that
Yes.
having a personal mentor, because as ma'am pointed out, if we have doubt, we go on the internet, we search about it, and usually we don't get the exact answer, even the exact question that we are looking for, we don't get it. We might get a question similar to that, and its solution doesn't solve our problem. It doesn't, overcome my lacking that I have during the understanding. If I have a personal mentor, then I will be able to, directly point out on the problem that I am having. Solve exactly pinpoint, laser point solution will be
Yes.
there in that.
So here, if you see, here we are having dual teacher model.
Right.
So we have the master teacher to give you a conceptual learning.
Right.
Along with this, we are having the mentor teacher, personal teacher for you for entire time. Who
Right.
is going to support them personally.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, this is the best thing you can ask for. And the price, as I said, I'm getting shocked again and again looking at all of this available just at this small price,
Yes,
which
sir.
is hardly the price
So-
of any cold
Yes,
drink or a
sir.
chips.
So we ensure that this entire format that we are teaching for the kids,
Right.
and this should be reached to each and every student at any corner of this India.
Absolutely.
So that if the child is struggling to study, and the courses, if you see on the other platform, they are so priced up.
True.
But here we are ensuring that at a very limited price, right, at a very like least price, they are going to get this kind of learning.
Correct,
that
correct.
too
Because
with a great teacher.
yes, because that's really interesting to listen, and this is really motivating for as a teacher also. That our aim is that kids tend to they make their career really good. We want learning to reach to the every corner, to every student. That's our motive, and that's the reason we have kept prices so low. It's kind of like a formality price only, just because we want only serious kids.
Yes.
That's what this is for. And just I would say again that if you are interested, don't wait. You can straight away go right now to the link and register now itself.
Yes,
And
sir.
then the result you will get to know in 1 week, that what interesting things you have learned, things which you have never learned before, and the way in which you have never learned before. You will be able to see
Yes,
that.
sir. So actually, like 499 is there.
Yes.
So we are here, and this is the summer time. So everyone over here, if you are watching this session, it is very crucial to note that this opportunity is not going to come once again. This
True.
is the opportunity where you can get the entire learning, and that too so effective learning with dual teacher model.
Right.
Master teacher along with the personal mentor teacher who is going to enhance the child's learning, and that too in a very conceptual for learning bit. And along with this experimental session at just rupees 29. So everyone just click on the link given below and get your seat confirmed here at ODA Class.
Yes, because tomorrow if you will come up and you're like, sir and ma'am, please, can you, I missed it yesterday, can you do it now? It will not be possible for us to do that,
Yeah,
right?
true that.
Because people are already eager to learn with us. So you have to grab the opportunity. You don't have to let it slip.
Yes. So here, once again, let me ask you one very curious question, sir.
Yes.
That I used to have this kind of, confusion that, sir, like if I talk about different kinds of concept in physics, I was not having that kind of depth and knowledge. And I
Right.
was very curious to know that if this could be explained in a very beautiful video way, if
Yes.
it can be explained in more conceptual learning. So
Right.
what have we got for that?
Correct. So absolutely, ma'am, what you have pointed out, I mean, we ensure that every concept is taught at least along with a video. If video is not available, at least some sort of GIF,
Yes.
where student is able to see, not
Yeah.
just definition, not just formula. If it is force, he is able to see. If I have a formula, force is mass into acceleration, I need to know that why heavy objects are difficult to move. Why in the formula A is inversely proportional to mass. I need to know that. Heavier mass tends to move with the least acceleration. Now, if you are a student, I tell you that go in your home, apply a force on a lighter object, how it moved, apply the same force on a heavier object, did it move, which object was difficult to move. Here, you're feeling it, you're feeling that formula. You're not just learning F equal ma, you are actually feeling why it is inversely proportional to m. I understood why heavier objects are difficult to move, and that is
Oh,
what the
that's-
formula is telling me.
Okay, so it's like they are studying at their home itself,
Yes.
and everything is
Absolutely.
like, there is a safe environment.
True.
Along with that, everything is available in the surrounding, so
true.
they don't have any kind of tension.
Tension, yes, of course. And as we said, this is summertime. Everybody is trying to stay inside their home because of all the heat stroke that is going on. So sitting at your home, if you can get this quality education, I think I have never seen such kind of thing before.
So don't you think, like, going through this, I believe that during this time we have, like, majority of the time we waste in traveling, and we go here there
Yes.
and we don't get the quality learning.
True.
Right. So how is this going to benefit this 1 week booster course? Could you highlight those
Yes. So absolutely, you pointed out on the right part that most of the time we actually waste in the traveling part, and during the traveling part, and then we go there, meet our friends, they might tell you something, did you watch that movie, this movie, and we tend to get distracted.
Yeah.
Here, the student will be sitting under the guidance of their student, under the guidance of their parents. Parents will be able to see what the student is doing. So they'll be able to monitor the progress of the kid as well. Along with that, how is his attention level during the class? Because what happens if he's going for the class outside somewhere, parent is sitting at home, they don't even know what the student is doing.
Yeah.
Whether he's sleeping in class, whether his attention is
Yeah.
there towards the
Yes.
teacher. Here, if the student is sitting just right next to the parent, I mean, parent can sit next to the student and see what
Yes.
he's doing, whether he is responding, whether
Correct.
he is asking the doubts,
Correct.
what is his attention span. That is the best
Yes.
advantage of this.
Yes, I would like to highlight this point. With the help of the technology, here at ODA Class, we have the data-driven classes. We have the data-driven analysis for the kid. So if the child is going for the class, and if he or she is skipping the class, we can know that the child has not attended the class, and quickly they are going to get a call from the mentor teacher.
Okay, that's really amazing, because that's a concern as a parent also. That's the major concern of any parent, whether he is actually fulfilling, he or she, the student, what he or she is supposed to do. Now, the second thing, ma'am, is how will we going to ensure that parents get to know the progress of the student?
Yes, we do have the report card, the progress report card, daily wise, weekly wise. We are having the report for the student, how they have done their classes, how many questions they have got correct, and how much time they have perfectly attended the class.
Okay,
So
that's
this is
really
going to be a revolutionary thing for today's parent, because I remember back then we used to have like that kind of, if we want to hide something from parents,
was
it
so easy,
was
so
so
easy.
easy and possible.
Yes.
And we have seen that some
Yes.
students would keep their parents in dark.
True, true.
But
There are-
here,
yes.
this is not possible.
Yeah, it's open, right? Parents will get the personal report of their student, and that too a very detailed report, not just like something mentioning test marks.
No.
You know, all the things like whether what is his IQ level, what is his attention span during the class, and things like that. Everything will be involved in the report. It will be a detailed report,
Yes.
so that student get to know which particular field I need to work upon. Am I bad at problem solving? Am I bad at the visualization skills? What I am lacking at? The report will actually going to tell you that.
So here in this 1 week booster course, we have got total number of 6 classes. Here 3 of maths, 3 of science, along with 1 super English class. And that too, here you will be having experimental learning along with the support of the mentor teachers for entire week. You're going to have the enhancement learning. So what are you waiting for? Quickly click on the link and get your child enrolled for this class. So I'm going to see you there in the next session. Till then, bye-bye
Bye bye, everybody.
and take care.